Hello children. So we shall revise what we have studied in the last class. So before studying the resonance effect, so I made you clear what resonance structures are. We studied about resonance theory, the theory that explains all the properties of those organic compounds which cannot be explained by Lewis structure. Then later we studied resonance in benzene and nitromethane. So these are the two resonance structures of benzene and this is the resonance hybrid. See, resonance structures, they are the different structures of compound having the same arrangement of atoms, same number of electron pairs, but differ in position of this electron pairs. So these resonance structures, they are hypothetical, imaginary. They do not exist as real molecule. So the actual structure of the molecule, it is not the resonance structure, but hybrid of all resonance structures called as resonance hybrid. So this resonance hybrid, it will explain all the properties of the molecule. Next we studied the stability of resonance structure. The resonance structure which has got more number of covalent bonds and all the atoms in the molecule with octet of electrons, less separation of the opposite charges and more dispersal of charge is more stable. That resonance structure will be more stable compared to the other resonance structures. Then we studied the definition of resonance energy. So it is the difference in energy between the actual structure of the molecule, that is resonance hybrid, and the lowest energy resonance structure. See, more the number of resonance structures, more will be the resonance energy. More the resonance energy of the molecule, more is the stability of the molecule. So now we shall learn what is this resonance effect. Like inductive effect, it is also permanent effect. So it is permanent effect. It is permanent effect. So how here polarity is developed in the molecule? By the interaction of two pi bonds, or it could be lone pair of electrons and pi electrons. So in inductive effect, the polarity is due to what? So there is partial polarity, isn't it, in inductive effect? Partial positive and negative charges are developed. This is due to the displacement of sigma electron towards the more electronegative atom. In electromagnetic effect, the polarity is in the molecule due to the presence of the attacking reagent. Here in resonance effect, the polarity in the molecule is due to interaction between two pi bonds, or it could be lone pair of electrons and pi bond, in which polarity is produced in molecule due to interaction of two number of pi bonds or lone pair of electrons and pi bond. So this effect, it is observed in the conjugated system, conjugated compounds. What type of compounds? You can see this resonance effect. in the conjugated compounds. What is this conjugated compounds? Compounds having alternate sigma and pi bond. Single bond, double bond, single bond, double bond. So in such type of compounds, this resonance effect, it is transmitted along the chain. I'll draw two molecules. So this is aniline. On nitrogen you have got one lone pair of electrons. Another nitrobenzene, N, double bond O, single bond O. See now, see here, this is conjugated system. The substituent group, it is attached to this conjugated system. Benzene, conjugated, isn't it? Pi bond, sigma bond, pi bond, sigma bond, pi bond. So here, in these molecules, the resonance effect takes place. See here in aniline, it is interaction between what? In aniline, lone pair of electrons and pi electrons interact. See here, lone pair of electrons and pi electrons interact. In this case, nitrobenzene, NO2, nitro group. So this is nitrobenzene. See here, pi electrons and pi electrons interact. Two pi bonds. Two pi bonds interact. Here, two pi bonds interact. In this aniline, lone pair of electrons and pi electrons interact. Now, depending upon the nature of the substituent that is attached to the conjugated system, there are two different types of resonance effect, that is positive resonance effect plus R effect and negative resonance effect minus R effect. If the substituent group attached to the conjugated system is electron donating group, then you have plus R effect. What is the nature of the substituent group? Electron donating, or we say electron releasing group is attached to this conjugated system, then you have plus R effect. If electron withdrawing group, see here you can say electrons are withdrawn from the ring. Here electrons enter into the benzene ring. So if electron withdrawing groups are attached to the benzene ring, then the type of effect it is minus R effect. Electron withdrawing group. So now we shall discuss these two different types of effects in detail. If electrons are displaced away from an atom or the substituent group, then the effect is positive resonance effect. So electrons substituent group ಇಂದ ದೂರ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಆ effect ಗೆ ನಾವೇನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ, positive resonance effect ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. ಆ substituent group conjugated system ಗೆ attach ಆಗಬೇಕು. ನೋಡಿ ಈಗ aniline, I take the example of aniline. Aniline C6H5NH2, double bond, single bond, double bond, single bond. This is benzene ring, isn't it? Conjugated. Sigma bond, pi bond, sigma bond, pi bond. Alternatively they are arranged. Now NH2. On nitrogen you have got lone pair of electrons. So here it is interaction between lone pair of electrons and pi electrons. So I'll draw the resonance structure. These pi electrons between these two carbon atoms. From this arrow mark, this is complete arrow, this movement of two electrons, movement of a pair of pi electrons. It has moved towards this carbon atom. It has moved towards this carbon atom. So now this carbon atom, since it has gained a pair of electrons, it will acquire negative charge. What about this carbon atom? This carbon atom, it will acquire positive charge. Okay, this will be positive charge. Now, the carbon atom with a positive charge, it is attached to the nitrogen having lone pair of electrons. This lone pair of electrons on the nitrogen atom, it will share with this carbon atom. So here, between this carbon atom and nitrogen, double bond is formed. Between this carbon atom and nitrogen, double bond is formed. And what will be the charge on the nitrogen? Nitrogen, it has lost its lone pair of electrons, so it will acquire positive charge. And this hydrogen as it is, you write, and these two pi bonds as it is, you write. So this is structure 1, this is structure 2, resonance structure 2. You show the movement of pi electrons in such a way that the carbon atom which is attached to the carbon with a negative charge, make it positive. So this carbon atom is negative. Its adjacent carbon atom, you make it positive. How? See? By movement of electrons. These pi electrons move towards this carbon atom. Right? Now this carbon atom will be positive, this carbon atom will be negative. Pi bond as it is, double bond and plus H2. So now this carbon atom, it will acquire negative charge, whereas this carbon atom, it will have positive charge. Now, this excess pair of electrons on this carbon atom, it shares here. It shares with this carbon atom. Means a double bond is formed here. The excess electron on this carbon atom, it shares with this adjacent carbon atom which has got positive charge. So minus and plus bond is formed. Always remember, minus and atom having negative charge and its adjacent atom having positive charge. A bond formation takes place. Now, so this is the carbon atom with a negative charge. Now what you have to do, its adjacent carbon atom is this. Now you make this carbon atom as positive. How you have to show the movement of electrons? In this way. Isn't it? So now this carbon atom will acquire negative charge. Double bond N plus H2. This bond as it is. Now from this movement of electrons, this carbon atom will be, it will have negative charge. This carbon atom will be positive. Now the carbon with the positive charge, its adjacent atom carbon with the negative charge. So this excess pair of pi electrons is shared with its adjacent carbon atom. This double bond formation takes place here. Structure 4. Now see this carbon atom, negative charge, means its adjacent carbon atom is this. Carbon here double bonded to N plus. Means this carbon atom you should make it positive. How you are going to show the movement of electrons? You are going to show the movement of electron towards the nitrogen atom having plus charge. So these two bonds as it is you draw. So now between carbon and nitrogen only single bond, right? So nitrogen plus, it will gain its pair of electrons, means there will be no charge on the nitrogen. There won't be any charge on the nitrogen. So this carbon atom, it will be positive, carbon atom negative. So show the movement of electrons in this way. Sharing of this excess pi electrons with this carbon atom, means a double bond is formed here. So this is the fifth resonance structure. So total 5 resonance structure are there. What you can see here the electrons, it has moved away from this substituent group, NH2 group. It has entered into the ring. Nodi, benzene ring ಗೆ enter ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಇಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ನೋಡಿ, benzene ring ಗೆ enter ಆಗಿದೆ ಈ electrons. ನೋಡಿ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್ ಗೆ ಮೈನಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಇದು ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್, this is the adjacent carbon atom. This is the adjacent carbon atom of the carbon atom to which the substituent group is attached. ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದಾಗ ಇದೇನಿದು ಆರ್ಥೋ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್. ಈ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್ ನೋಡಿ, it is opposite to the carbon atom to which the substituent group is attached. This is para. ಈ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ atom, this is adjacent to the carbon atom to which the substituent group is attached, ortho. So ortho and para positions, the electron density is more. Electron density is more at ortho and para position. So electrophile means positive charge. Electrophile will come and attack this ortho and para position. So we say this NH2 group as ortho para directing group, because you get ortho and para substituted products. So other substituents, I'll give you the example which exhibits this plus R effect. Halogen, it is an atom, chlorine, bromine, iodine. See, in the definition you have electrons displaced away from an atom. So I can give the example of halogens for the atom. So remember one thing, if the halogen is attached to the saturated compound, then minus sign effect, negative inductive effect. If the same this halogen is attached to the conjugated system, it is plus R effect. Halogen attached to the saturated compound, minus I effect. If halogen is attached to the conjugated system, it is plus R effect. So the group substituent groups which exhibits this plus R effect, halogens, OH, hydroxyl group, and OR are alkyl. OR, NH2, amino group, substituted amines, NH, substitute, one hydrogen atom replaced by R, alkyl group, or two hydrogen atoms replaced by alkyl group. So these all are, these substituents, they exhibit plus R effect. Why they exhibit plus R effect? Because they have lone pair of electrons. Oxygen, you know, two lone pair of electrons are there. On nitrogen, one lone pair of electrons. Now we shall study negative resonance effect. Negative resonance effect. Minus R effect. Minus R effect. So earlier case, electrons are displaced away from the substituent group. Here, electrons are displaced towards the substituent group. So I'll write just electrons displaced towards atom or substituent group, or substituent group, that effect is called minus R effect. So example, nitrobenzene. Nitro group is an electron withdrawing group. It pulls the electron. NH2, this is electron donating group. It donates the electron. So C6H5. C6H5NO2. So nitrogen, double bond, oxygen, single bond to oxygen. Right? So I'll show the movement of electrons. So here the electronegativity of oxygen is more compared to nitrogen. So this oxygen atom, it will pull the pair of pi electrons towards itself. It will pull the pair of electron towards itself. So these two bonds as it is I'll draw. So now oxygen, it will acquire negative charge. Oxygen will acquire negative charge. Nitrogen, it will acquire positive charge. So now when this nitrogen acquires positive charge, this pi electrons between these two carbon atoms, it moves here. It gets shared between the carbon atom and the nitrogen with the positive charge. So now carbon and this nitrogen double bond is formed here. Between carbon and nitrogen, double bond is formed. Right? Now what about this carbon atom? This carbon atom has lost the pair of pi electrons. So it will develop positive charge. So this is second resonance structure. This is second resonance structure. See here earlier case, the carbon atom of the benzene ring, it was negative charge. Electron density was more. Here you see the carbon atom of this benzene ring, it is positive charge. Electron density is less. So now how you have to show the movement of electrons, pi electrons of the benzene ring? You move the pi electrons of a benzene ring in such a way that the adjacent carbon atom, the carbon atom that is adjacent to the carbon with the positive charge, it should be negative. See, this is the carbon atom with the positive charge. Its adjacent carbon atom is this. You move the pi electron in such a way that this carbon atom is, it gets negative charge. Means how I have to show the movement of this electrons? In this way. Right? Or you can show it in this way also. Pi electrons move towards. Here now double bond is formed between these two carbon atoms. And this carbon atom, it will have positive charge. So double bond N, O minus, nitrogen oxygen, single bond. So now between these two carbon atoms, the double bond is formed. And this carbon atom, it has lost the pair of pi electrons, so positive charge. Here pi bond as it is. So this carbon atom with the positive charge, its adjacent carbon atom is this. Now you have to move the pi electrons in such a way that this carbon atom becomes negative. Always remember, between two adjacent atoms, if one is positive and another is negative, bond formation takes place. So now how I have to move this pi electrons? In this way. So now double bond between these two carbon atoms. Double bond N, O minus, single bond O. So between these two carbon atoms, I have to show the double bond. What about this carbon atom? it has lost a pair of pi electron, so positive charge. This is the fourth resonance structure. Now this carbon atom is positive. Its adjacent carbon atom is this. This carbon atom you should make negative. How? You are going to move these electrons in this way. You are going to move the pi electrons of carbon and nitrogen in this way. Means this carbon, here now double bond is formed. These two bonds as it is. So now a double bond formation takes place. This carbon and nitrogen, there will be single bond. So since nitrogen, it has lost this pi electrons, it will acquire positive charge. Right? So this nitrogen, it will acquire positive charge. So N plus O minus. So the excess pair of pi electrons on this oxygen atom, it shares with the nitrogen atom. So show the arrow mark in this way. So now nitrogen oxygen double bond. Nitrogen oxygen double bond. And here single bond. This is the fifth resonance structure. See here. Refer this resonance structure. So this is the adjacent carbon atom to the carbon atom to which the substituent group is attached. This is ortho position. This is para position. This carbon atom is opposite to the carbon atom with the substituent group. Now this is ortho. Right? So ortho and para position of the benzene ring when attached to the nitro group, they are electron deficient, less electron density. So which reagent will come and attack at this position? Nucleophile. Electron rich species, nucleophile will come and attack at ortho and para position. Right? So here, in this case, in the plus R effect, so the electrons are moved away from the substituent group, it enters into the benzene ring. So in this case, the electrons, they are moved away from the benzene ring. See here, you can see the movement of electrons away from the benzene ring. Towards the substituent group it has moved. From this arrow mark it is clear. Pi electrons move towards the substituent group. So this is minus R effect. So the substituents, the other substituents which shows this minus R effect, COOH group, CN group, NO2 group, CHO group. So these are all the substituents which exhibit negative resonance effect. Now we shall study the differences between inductive and resonance effect. We have studied differences between inductive and electromagnetic effect in the last video. Inductive effect, it involves displacement of sigma electrons. So minor displacement of sigma electron towards more electronegative atom. So in the resonance effect, which electrons are moved here? Displacement of pi electrons, or it could be lone pair of electrons also. Displacement of 2 pi electrons or lone pair and pi electrons. Interaction, isn't it? Inductive effect, electrons get partially displaced. Partially, slightly displaced. Here, electrons get completely displaced. In resonance, complete displacement of the electron takes place. So, inductive effect, it exists in the saturated compounds. What type of compounds? Saturated compounds. So, compounds with a single bond, no double bond, no triple bond. So, such type of compounds, inductive effect exists. Mesomeric effect in which type of compounds? conjugated compounds, sigma and pi bonds alternatively arranged. In inductive effect, does not involve delocalization of electrons. So here the electrons does not get delocalized, but whereas in the resonance, delocalization of the electron takes place. So you have seen the resonance structures drawn to the molecule, aniline and nitrobenzene, right? Inductive effect decreases as the distance from the substituent group increases. You know that inductive effect, it goes on decreasing when the carbon atoms are far from the substituent group. The effect weakens. But here in the mesomeric effect, that does not take place. There is no concept of decreasing. Mesomeric effect does not decrease with the increase in the distance from the substituent group. So these are the 5 differences between inductive and resonance effect. So now we shall study the 4th electronic effect, hyperconjugation effect, or it is also called as Baker-Nathan effect. Right? So just like inductive and resonance effect, it is a permanent effect. Only electromagnetic is a temporary effect. So it is a permanent effect. So definition is very lengthy. It is permanent effect. So in this case, the delocalization of sigma electron takes place. In resonance, it is pi electrons. And even in the electromagnetic also, here, so permanent effect which involves delocalization of sigma electrons of which bond? Carbon hydrogen bond of CH bond of alkyl group. That CH bond belongs to the alkyl group. CH bond of alkyl group attached to an atom of unsaturated system, or it could be an atom with unshared p orbital. An atom having unshared p orbital. So with an example, I will explain this definition. See this hyperconjugation. This is possible in alkenes, carbon-carbon double bond, alkenes and alkyl arenes. What is this alkyl arenes? Alkyl group attached to the benzene ring. So C6H5R, the known formula. R is the alkyl group. To give you an example, toluene, CH3 group attached to the benzene ring, toluene, ethyl benzene, C2H5, ethyl group attached to the benzene ring. These are alkyl arenes. So I will take example of propene. CH3, CH double bond, CH2. So this is propene. So I will show the hyperconjugation effect in this propene. I will expand this carbon hydrogen bond, 3 number of carbon hydrogen bonds. So carbon, 1 hydrogen, 2 hydrogen, 3rd CH3, single bond, CH, double bond, CH2. See, I will show this movement of electron towards this carbon atom. Right? So now this carbon atom will be minus, this carbon atom will be plus. So this carbon atom, it will be minus. Carbon atom 1 it is, right? This is carbon atom 1, this is carbon atom 2, and this is carbon atom 3. So one will have minus sign. C minus H2. Second carbon, it will develop positive sign. See here, this is the alkyl group, CH3 methyl group. This methyl group, refer to the definition, permanent effect which involves delocalization of sigma electrons of CH bond of the alkyl group. Now, this CH3 is the alkyl group, methyl group. It has got CH bonds, right? Now, this alkyl group is attached to the atom, to this carbon atom. Now, this carbon atom, it has got double bond. This is unsaturated, isn't it? So, here hyperconjugation effect takes place. Or it can be another way also. It can be delocalization of the sigma electrons of CH bond when it is attached to an atom that has got unshared p orbital. Unshared p orbital, the orbital p orbital which is not involved in the bonding. Such case also this hyperconjugation is possible. So now I told you the carbon atom minus this second carbon atom plus. When the second carbon atom acquires positive charge, now which electrons move here? Sigma electrons of the CH bond. So I should show the movement of the sigma electrons towards this bond. Right? So between carbon atom 2 and carbon atom 3. So this is carbon atom 2 and this is 3. Double bond is developed. Double bond is developed. Now what will happen to this hydrogen? Hydrogen has lost this pair of electrons, shared pair of electrons. So it will have plus charge. It will have plus charge. It will remain in its original position. This hydrogen with the positive charge, it will remain in its original position. See, I have shown the carbon and hydrogen bond here. In the same position, I have shown H+. I cannot show in the other positions. In the same location, I have to show this H+. So, this is one resonance structure from this CH bond. Similarly, you can show from this CH bond. Right? So, the resonance structure will be, when I show the movement of sigma electrons of this CH bond, then I should show H+ in this position. H+ in this position. Right? CH, double bond, CH, C minus H2. So from this CH, I have shown the hyperconjugated structure here. Now from this CH bond, right? So I will show you from this CH bond. So two CH bonds. So when sigma electrons of this CH bond is involved, now you show the H+ here. Double bond, CH, CH2 minus. Since there is no bond between the carbon and hydrogen, this is called as no bond resonance. Hyperconjugating effect is also called as no bond resonance effect. No bond resonance effect. So here it is interaction between what? Mesomeric effect, it is interaction between two pi bonds, or it could be pi bond and lone pair of electrons. Here it is interaction between sigma and pi electrons. sigma electrons of CH bond. Sigma and pi electrons. See, this pi electrons is moved. So it is called as, it is sigma pi conjugation, we say. Hyperconjugative effect is sigma pi conjugation. Correct? So you explain this hyperconjugation effect for stability of carbocations free radicals. So during reaction intermediates, while teaching you carbocation and free radical, I have told this. So stability of carbocation free radicals, they are explained by this hyperconjugation effect. So this hyperconjugation effect, this permanent effect. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ type of electrons involved ಆಗಿದೆ, sigma electrons ಮತ್ತೆ pi electrons interact ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. Sigma electrons ಯಾವ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಇದು, ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಬಾಂಡ್. ಈ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಕೈಲ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್, ಇದು ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಬಾಂಡ್. ಈ ಅಲ್ಕೈಲ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಅಟ್ಯಾಚ್ ಆಗಿರುವ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್ ಡಬಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಅಥವಾ ಟ್ರಿಪಲ್ ಬಾಂಡಿಗೆ ಇನ್ವಾಲ್ವ್ ಆದಾಗ ಹೈಪರ್ ಕಾಂಜುಗೇಷನ್ ಇಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ನಾವು ನೋಡಬಹುದು. ಸೊ ಹೈಪರ್ ಕಾಂಜುಗೇಷನ್ ಇಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಕೀನ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ಕೈಲ್ ಅರೈನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಕಾರ್ಬೋಕ್ಯಾಟಯನ್ ಫ್ರೀ ರಾಡಿಕಲ್ ಸ್ಟೆಬಿಲಿಟಿಯನ್ನ ನಾವು ಈ ಹೈಪರ್ ಕಾಂಜುಗೇಷನ್ ಇಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಸೊ ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಇದು ಸಿಗ್ಮಾ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಡಿಲೋಕಲೈಸೇಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ವಾಲ್ವ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಆವಾಗ ಇದು ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಅದೇ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ, ಅದು ಒರಿಜಿನಲ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅದು ಹೋಗಲ್ಲ. ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ಗೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಇರಲ್ಲ. ಈ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಬಾಂಡ್ ತೋರಿಸಿದ್ದೀನ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಈ ಇಫೆಕ್ಟಿಗೆ ಹೈಪರ್ ಕಾಂಜುಗೇಷನ್ ಇಫೆಕ್ಟಿಗೆ ನಾವು ನೋ ಬಾಂಡ್ ರೆಸೊನೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕೂಡ ಕರಿತೇವೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ವಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ರಿವೈಸ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಎರಡು ಇಫೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕಲ್ತಿರೋದು, ರೆಸೊನೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಅದರದ್ದು ಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ರೆಸೊನೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಹೈಪರ್ ಕಾಂಜುಗೇಷನ್ ಇಫೆಕ್ಟ್. ರೆಸೊನೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಫೆಕ್ಟ್, it is the permanent effect in which polarity is produced in the molecule due to two number of pi bonds or lone pair of electrons and pi bond. So two pi bonds ಅಥವಾ lone pair of electrons ಮತ್ತೆ pi bond interaction ಆದಾಗ ಅದು ನಾವು ರೆಸೊನೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. ಕಾಂಜುಗೇಟೆಡ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ರೆಸೊನೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. Plus R effect, if the electrons are displaced away from the substituent group, electron displaced away from the substituent group. So example aniline. So what should be the nature of the substituent group? It should be electron donating group. So other substituents which exhibits plus R effect, halogens, OH hydroxyl group, NH2 amino group, they exhibit plus R effect. Minus R effect, so here the electrons are displaced towards the substituent group. Electron displaced towards the substituent group. So what should be the nature of this substituent group which is attached to the conjugated system? It should be electron withdrawing group. The other groups which shows this minus R effect, carboxyl group, COOH, aldehydic group, CHO, cyano group, CN, these exhibit minus R effect. Hyperconjugative effect, it is sigma pi conjugation. It is also permanent effect which involves delocalization of sigma electrons of CH bond of an alkyl group directly attached to an atom of unsaturated system or to an atom with an unshared p orbital.